Hey there, Rocketeers. All right, finally an update on the bad boy Rocketry Citation Patriot. It's beautiful. So moving along here with the motor mount. I kind of got stalled out because I had filled these fins and I just didn't have good enough weather to get someplace where I could sand these babies, but I have now. So this is one layer of, in this case I used Minwax wood filler. Mixed it up with a little water in a sealable container, plastic container, and I actually smeared it on with this. And I worked it into the grain with this guy. It turned out to be really nice and really flat. I used to use like a foamy or even my hands, and then I think if you could look at it really close, you'd see that it was pretty wavy. This got it in there nice and smooth, as you can see. On each fin. So I've sanded it with a sanding block and 600th grit. Feels wonderful. I know it's not as smooth as it could be, but I don't know that I will do any more. And you can see the difference where the filler is and just the plain fin is. So right now I'm pretty happy with that. I have a few spots to touch up to make it nice and clean, but then I think we're good. And so then I've also worked on the motor mount. This is how I like to do my higher power motor mount retention. I like to use these. I don't know what they're called, but I usually buy these along with the screws that match them. I think these are 1024 size and thread. And I just drill a hole like that, one on each side, and then it gets clamped down as far as I can get it with a little epoxy underneath. And then I'll epoxy a little on the other side as well. I like this because I can just leave those screws in there. And then I have some metal clips to hold the motor in there. And then the motor is kept from going up by taping a shoulder all the way around the bottom of it. About a 1/4 inch tape for a shoulder. And then with these, if I don't even have any clips, I can just run wire around one screw, around the motor down to the other, holds that baby in real tight. I've seen a lot of folks just have one of these in place, and that'll hold a motor from kicking back on the ejection, but I like to have two just to be safe. So that is my motor retention. I've never used those plastic locking pieces. Just never really liked the idea of that. Concerned that that plastic's gonna melt through over time or warp or whatever. And I don't like anything really back there blocking the nozzle or being around the nozzle of the motor. I know they work just fine, but I just don't like them that much. So I'm happy to keep doing it this way. And then the only modification I've made to the instructions, they have you tying the Kevlar shot cord around the motor mount tube and then making a notch in this ring on the outside, between the outside of the ring and the inside of the body tube. But I've made a hole instead here. So I'm going to tie it around the motor mount and then run it through this hole. So it doesn't go up and doesn't mess around with the body tube. I think either way is probably fine, but I just feel better with this. So I'm going to sand this real smooth in there, maybe even line it with a little thin CA in there so it's nice and smooth inside there. And we'll run the Kevlar shot cord through that up to about, maybe about 4 to 3 inches from the top of the body tube, and then we'll have this snap swivel, just a regular swivel. We'll have the Kevlar shot cord here, the elastic shot cord here, and then I will have a Mylar sleeve over this. In fact, I'm considering maybe even putting something over this like shrink tubing, and just seeing how that goes to keep this softer as it sits in the body of the rocket, right? But main thing is we'll have elastic shot cord from there going way out and definitely over the edge of the body tube so we can prevent zippering. And I will have my Mylar or Kevlar sleeve also, so that on ejection, that's the part that goes over the edge of the top of the body tube there so we can prevent zippering, right? That is the key. So that is where we're at right now on the bad boy Rocketry Citation Patriot. Just a little update for you. Any thoughts, comments, suggestions? I'd love to hear them. I'd love to know what you're building on. I appreciate it. If you'll like and subscribe, a lot more content coming your way. I don't have much out there, but it's going to get faster and more furious here as the rocket launching season is upon us. We are getting closer. Soon I will be starting some painting outside, so that'll be nice. So again, please like and subscribe. AC Model Rockets. Hope you all are having a good one. Looking forward to the weekend. We'll catch you on the next video.